Vinny, a lot to unpack in that 90 minutes, but what's your overriding takeaway from it?
Yeah, listen, I have to say, to be fair to them, they caught us out with, they sort of played with that false nine, and it took us a couple of minutes. Obviously, they got the early goal more or less as a result of it. And to be fair, we ended up with Wilfred marking two, and so it took us a little while to adjust to that, and we adjusted our own shape. Before we changed the shape, we went and scored our own goal, which was brilliant play. Roivas' performance tonight was outstanding. Our two fullbacks, which we felt were the key to the game, even though they changed their shape. And then when we switched our shape a little bit, we had to play with Diamond. Obviously, the loss of Michael Duffy so late really affected us. But I thought the players tonight were brave. The away goals being gone is now an advantage to us, because that would have been seen as a poor result. So they've got to score against us to win the tie, and we've got to score against them to win the tie. So it's evenly balanced, and I think I did say before the game that it was going to be a good spectacle of two boxes. It was a perfect match, and hopefully it's like that again over there. I think we can be proud, but we don't do moral victories in this group, but we can be proud of our battling qualities and the way we dominated the ball. We looked like a European side in that second half, and we lacked a little bit of quality in the fun tour. We're very proud of it.
A lot of questions asked with these players all season. To go behind twice in a European game and this sort of come back as quick as they did, great response.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, there's a lot of new players have come to this club, and you look, I think the perfect example is Roivas Yakovkis. I mean, so many of our players arrive in Dundalk. Jamie McGrath has gone on to be an international. His first 16 months at the club weren't perfect. Michael Duffy. We've had huge examples of Robbie Benson took his time. And Roivas' performance tonight was just outstanding. I think Sonny's Nadestad's performances are improving all the time. And I think there's a hell of a good squad there. They just need a bit more confidence and a bit more belief. They're starting to see that a little bit. And listen, we've had 5 weeks. It feels like 5 weeks together as a group, and I think we're starting to see a lot of positivity around that. Albeit we're disappointed tonight. I think particularly the second goal was fixable, but that's football.
Second half, is that you disappointed? You disappointed didn't sort of ram home the advantage a bit in the second half?
Yeah, I think to be fair, they said in a little bit, but we dominated possession. That's what I mean about at times there was a European performance in terms of controlling the ball, and it may swing back that way next week. We'd see. We certainly won't go with that mindset, but yeah, I think we lacked at times a little bit of quality in the front tour. One of Patrick McElhenney's runs were brilliant, and their keeper made another great save. A couple of our set pieces are nearly happening, but I have to be proud of the performance. They're a lot better side than they were in 2018, of that there's no doubt. So we've got to go up at another level to win this game next Thursday, and I think the squad are capable of doing that.
Yeah, I spoke to Patrick McElhenney about him. He's going to get the headlines tomorrow, and rightfully so again. Dave McMillan, what a record he has, and obviously Tallaght European games, we all know the story, but continues to do it.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing achievement when you think of the great strikers that played League One for many years. And obviously he passed the likes of Glenn Crowell's record, but there's been so many other greats, but I think David is suited to that style of football at times, but it wasn't just that. I thought his work rate tonight was excellent. He got fairly well kicked throughout the game. I thought the referee was really good, albeit we've seen the patching incident back, and it looks like a penalty. It's a clip, and he could have stamped out a little bit quicker in terms of the centre half kicking David. But that aside, I felt he done well tonight, the referee, and yeah, David's he's been a real leader since I've come back to this club. Himself and Andy Boyle and Patrick McElhenney have been really good people around the dressing room.
Yeah. Just finally, the second leg's obviously next week. We've an FA Cup game in the middle of that. It's a difficult fixture, 2 p.m. as well on a Sunday. It's fair to say we haven't got any help in that one.
No, look, I even asked could we play it at 3 o'clock, because I mean we've a 3.5 hour journey from Dundalk to Limerick for a 2 o'clock kickoff. We've got to be in the ground an hour and a half before it. So I don't know where we're supposed to have a pre-match meal, and these are athletes and they need to be respected. It's about 54 hours away. But that aside, Limerick are entitled to do what they do. They're entitled to prepare whatever way they feel is right. And I was down there last Friday. The pitch is excellent. They were a good side. And to be honest with you, I said to the players as soon as the game was over, yes, we did a couple of minute debrief, but we've got to be ultra professional. We're the holders of this competition. and we've got to be ready for Sunday, and we're going to have to park the European adventure till after Sunday.
Yeah, and just briefly, I seen you and the players, 1,000 supporters in here tonight. Just great to hear the singing and fans behind us again.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. Like I get lost in the moment in terms of what that game was like. But I'd like to think, I said I'd try and put some pride and belief back into the jersey. And I think when you see any of the games we played this year, I think the supporters that have been there really responded with the players, and I hope they seeing that there's at least pride in whether we can get over the line or not in games. There's a bit of pride and a bit of hunger, and we're certainly fighting for the club, and I think that's shown on the pitch as it's been 5 weeks of this new adventure.